Mr. President, kung nakuha kong humarap sa kaso at tanggapin ang kaparusahan ng isang krimen kung saan ako'y napawalang sala, lalong kayang-kaya kong harapin ang isang Bryce Hernandez na lantarang sinungaling at magnanakaw. I will never allow the likes of Bryce Hernandez to turn the tables on me. Kayo ang nasasakdal sa mata ng taong bayan, hindi ako. Mr. President, I vow never to let the masterminds and engineers of this massive defrauding of the Filipino people to silence me. Hindi pa ako tapos at lalong hindi ko kayo uurungan. Yesterday, in the aftermath of the Senate Blue Ribbon hearing we held last Monday, my name was viciously, maliciously, and intentionally dragged and attacked at the Tri-Committee hearing of the House of Representatives. My attacker was no less than the person who I moved to be cited in contempt for shamelessly and repeatedly lying under oath about his role in the anomalous and ghost flood control projects in the 1st Engineering District of the province of Bulacan, where he served as Assistant District Engineer and later as OIC District Engineer until he was recently sacked. Mr. President, at the Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, all this person did was to play innocent, feign ignorance, and to try to convince us that he was simply following orders and instructions from his boss. From receiving $1 billion of cash, talking to pseudo-contractors, signing falsified documents, all the way to gambling away millions and millions of money stolen from the public coffers at casinos, he claimed that in all of these, he was just following orders. Indeed, when confronted and cornered with a barrage of questions from this representation and our other colleagues about his fantastic and shady lifestyle and dealings, he fed the committee lies and stories that taxed our credulity to the hilt and left us and the public in awful disgust. Clearly, he perjured himself and we cited him in contempt. Bunsod sa aking motion, ipinakulong natin siya. Mr. President, appearing the next day at the TRICOM hearing at the House of Representatives, this former DPWH Assistant District Engineer by the name of Bryce Erickson Diaz Hernandez, or Bryce, also known as Marvin Santos de Guzman, yung kanyang alias sa casino, apparently realized he needed to level up dahil hindi niya nalusutan ang ating Blue Ribbon Committee. Hindi pa sapat ang pagsisinungaling niya para pagtakpan at maisalba niya ang kanyang sarili. So while he was in detention here at the Senate, sabi niya, nakapag-isip po ako at nagdesisyon na maglabas ng ilang nalalaman ko sa flood control project. Tama po, sabi niya, tama po si Senator Lacson na mga engineers ng DPWH ay tila naging legman o bagman na lang. Kung tatanungin niyo po ako kung sino o kanino kami naging bagman, sasagutin ko na po ngayon. Nakapag-isip? May naniniwala ba dito? Samantalong ayon nga sa impormasyon ni Senator Lacson, habang naghihiring ang Blue Ribbon noong September 1, nasa casino siya at nagsusugal. And then, lo and behold, during the TRICOM hearing, he then proceeded to take off from that remark jokingly addressed to me by Senator Marcoleta when Mr. Diskaya said that there were no senators involved. Ang sabi ni Senator Marcoleta, safe ka na. Mr. Hernandez said, sabi ni Senator Marcoleta kahapon, ligtas ka na. Hindi po ito totoo. Hinarap ko po sa hukuman lahat ng kasong inihain laban sa akin. Hindi lang ako sumuko ng kusa nung ako'y pinaratangan at ikinulong. Ako po'y nakipaglaban ng patas sa proseso ng batas at hustisya at naghintay ng matagal na panahon sa pagdating ng hatol sa mga kasong ito. Hindi po ako nawala. Hindi po ako nagtago. Hindi po ako tumakas o nagbintang ng mga taong walang kinalaman sa mga akusasyon laban sa akin. At great cost to my family, my freedom, and my political career, I have acquitted myself of the grave charge of plunder before the bar of justice and the legal system we are all sworn to uphold. Should that sad and dark chapter of my life be a reason for me now to do nothing, say nothing, and just keep quiet when my job as an elected senator of this country calls on me to take a stand and expose these people? No, Mr. President, I cannot and will not shirk from my sworn duty to ferret out the truth. I will not be silenced when I know I can contribute something to the task at hand. I will continue to do my best to be worthy of the support that I was generously given by the people who elected me back to this Senate. Tama nga nagbigay ng babala sa akin. I am an easy target. Kaya isang araw pagkatapos ko sabihin na dapat i-contempt ang sinungaling na si Bryce Hernandez, tumakbo siya sa Kongreso sa mababang kapulungan para ilako ang isang kwento na sa tingin niya ay madaling paniwalaan. Hindi lang yun. Paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi ang akala niya safe siya. Walang galang na. Halatang galing pa sa isang script na binabasa. Marami sa akin ang nagsasabi, huwag kong patulan ang isang tao na sa sobrang kapal na muka, nakuha pang magkasino habang iniimbestigahan ang mga krimen niya dito sa Senado. Mr. President, kung nakuha kong humarap sa kaso at tanggapin ang kaparusahan ng isang krimen kung saan ako'y napawalang sala, lalong kayang-kaya kong harapin ang isang Bryce Hernandez na lantarang sinungaling at magnanakaw. Ang sabi nga ni Senator Marcoleta, safe ka na. With due respect to our colleague, hindi po, Senator Marcoleta. Hindi ikaw, hindi ako, at lalong hindi safe ang taong bayan. Hanggang may mga Bryce Hernandez na engineer ng kasinungalingan at pandarambong ay hindi tayo safe. Hanggang may mga ghost projects sa DPWH at iba pang ahensya ng gobyerno, hindi safe ang pera ng bawat Pilipino na nagbabayad ng buwis. Isipin na lang ninyo, takot na takot ang mga kababayan natin basta BAR na ang kaharap habang may mga walang konsensang tao na isinusugal lamang sa kasino ang pera ng pinaghirapan at binuno nilang ibayad. Hanggang may mga tao na nagbabayad, nananakot at ngayon ay pilit na nililis ang kwento, ay hindi tayo safe. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, if my opponents think that they can weaponize me, that they can weaponize my past to stop me from investigating, nagkakamali sila. If my critics think that funding a social media campaign against me will prevent me from going after liars, thieves, and crooks, hindi nila ako kilala. I have been bashed and now targeted for the way I go after lying witnesses. Totoo, brusko ako magtanong at minsan ay naninigaw pa. But I make no apologies. Subukan ninyong humarap sa mga taong sinungaling at mayabang pa. Mga witness na halatang halata na niloloko ka. Maopisyal na gobyerno na nagmamalinis at nagtuturoan. Tingnan natin kung hindi kayo magalit. Mr. President, my brother, Senator J.V. Ejercito, is known as the good one. Okay lang po yan. Dahil kapatid ko naman siya. But let me be known as the other Strada who went after the bad ones. I will expose and relentlessly pursue the bad ones regardless of the risk, and notwithstanding the cost. Hindi ako natatakot at lalong hindi ko papayagan na gamitin ng masasamang tao ang nakaraan ko para lamang patahimikin ako. I have been jailed. I have been vilified, crucified, and publicly humiliated. But I will never allow the likes of Bryce Fernandez to turn the tables on me. Kayo ang nasasakdal sa mata ng taong bayan, hindi ako. Mr. President, I vow never to let the masterminds and engineers of this massive defrauding of the Filipino people to silence me. Hindi pa ako tapos at lalong hindi ko kayo uurungan. Ginoong Pangulo, maraming salamat po at mabuhay po kayong lahat.